Thank you, Mr. Chair. Chairman Tiffany, Ranking Member Nagus, and congratulations to you and Andrea on your new bundle of joy, and distinguished members of the Federal Land Subcommittee. Thank you for including the continued Rapid Ohia Death Response Act of 2023 in today's hearing, and thank you for the opportunity to speak in support of this important bill. Now, I want you to imagine stepping into a lush native forest, hearing the birds, honey creepers singing in the canopy, and then with a Thanos-like snap of your fingers, 50% of that forest disappears because of what is on the bottom of your shoe. Now that sounds like science fiction, but that is exactly what is happening to one of Hawaii's most iconic trees that makes up 50% of all native forests and covers nearly 1 million acres of forest land throughout Hawaii. Ohia lehua is foundational to our native ecosystems and is endemic to 6 of Hawaii's 8 major islands, making it one of the most prolific of all native trees. Ohia lehua is well adapted to Hawaii's unique climates. It is the first tree that you will see spring up from a recent lava flow along the coast, and it is vital to the creation of new fertile lands. Growing from the coast to 8,000 feet above sea level, it keeps our mountains from eroding, prevents runoff, and protects the watershed for agriculture, drinking water, and other endemic plants and animals. Furthermore, Ohia lehua provides critical habitat for birds and many other species, including many of Hawaii's federally endangered forest birds. Ohia lehua also has an important role in native Hawaiian culture. Its wood was traditionally used to beat bark into clothing, serve as pounding boards to process taro into food, and make weapons in defense of lands. Its leaves were also used for medicinal teas, and its flowers used to make lei and as adornments in traditional practices like hula. Because of the role these trees play in maintaining our forest canopy and watershed, rapid Ohia death, or ROD, poses a lethal threat to ecological balance in our islands. Initially reported in 2010, ROD has already spread to tens of thousands of acres and killed over 1 million trees on Hawaii Island alone. Individual trees can die very quickly, their leaves turning brown within a few days and falling off in a matter of weeks. Large swaths of dead Ohia trees pose extreme fire risks, especially in today's unstable climate, and are more prone to habitat-modifying noxious weeds and trees like Myconia and strawberry guava, all of which are known to greatly impact watershed health and alter ecosystem function. In April 2018, researchers finally determined that the cause of rapid Ohia death was 2 fungal species previously unknown to science. The rod fungi is transmitted through wood, live plants, and soil, and it is thought to have originally come to Hawaii and spread throughout our islands on the shoes of visitors. Despite efforts to contain the spread of rod to Hawaii Island through restrictions on the movement of plant material and increased sanitation programs, ROD has now been found on the islands of Oahu, Kauai, and Maui. Because there is no known cure for ROD, it has the potential to kill off Ohia trees statewide and devastate our precious island ecosystems. While ROD poses a critical threat to our native forests, watersheds, critically endangered forest birds, and natural beauty, support for combating ROD has been extremely limited. For example, the Lion Arboretum, a local research facility on Oahu, has had to rely on funding through a GoFundMe campaign to further the vital seed banking of Ohia lehua. This is why I'm proud to introduce the continued Rapid Ohia Death Response Act of 2023 alongside Senator Hirono, which would require the Secretary of the Interior to partner and collaborate with the Secretary of Agriculture and the state of Hawaii to address ROD. It also supports ongoing detection, prevention, and restoration efforts to combat ROD, including federal resources to support critical research and staff. We cannot stand to lose half of all of our native forests in Hawaii. This bill is critical in turning the tide in the fight against rapid Ohia death and protecting Ohia lehua and Hawaii's unique ecosystems for future generations. And in case you're wondering what Ohia lehua looks like, my dress actually has the patterns of the flowers on it now. It is very much a part of our local culture and heritage. So mahalo for all of your support for this important piece of legislation. Thank you again, and I yield back.
Thank you for your testimony, Representative Tokuda. Next, we're going to move on to our second panel, and this will be in regards to the forest management bills. We have Mr. Troy Heithaker, who is Associate Deputy Chief of the U.S. Forest Service, Mr. Robert Dugan, Chairman of the Placer County Water Agency, Mr. Cody Deshotel, President of the Intertribal Timber Council in Portland, and Mr. Jamie Johansson, President of the California Farm Bureau. Let me remind the witnesses that under committee rules, you must limit your oral statement to 5 minutes, but your entire statement will appear in the hearing record. To begin your testimony, press the on button on the microphone. We use timing lights. When you begin, the light will turn green. At the end of 5 minutes, the light will turn red, and I will ask you to please complete your statement. Mr. Heithiker, we'll let you kick things off. You have 5 minutes.